Good afternoon, everybody. Great to see you all on. Today, we are going to do just a really short conversation about energy. Again, I'm Dr. Melissa McCrae. I'm from Vitality Natural Wellness and Med Spa. We have two locations, soon to be launching our third location. Our two currently are in Mansfield and Powell. We have a third location launching in Delaware. So if you're in the area, certainly let us know and we will make sure that you feel welcome wherever you come in. If you're from out of the area, you can certainly follow us digitally through our website, Facebook, all of social things that thankfully someone else takes care of. So it's great to see you here. We're going to meet with you every Thursday at 1:30. And there's so much that we'd love to share with everybody that we thought this would be a great opportunity to connect, be able to answer some of your questions along the way, and also drop some little pearls of information to hopefully help you live your ideal life. Today, we're going to talk about energy. A lot of our patients come in and they've just been feeling run down and just really looking for an energy boost. Like, why am I so tired? Oftentimes, they can't really pin down what's causing their fatigue. They've maybe tried some different things, and sometimes they're just too stinking tired to even try to figure it out at that point. The other thing we oftentimes see is people give a lot of justifications. Are you tired? Well, yeah, but everybody's tired. We're all busy and we're all a little stressed. And yeah, but I'm not really that tired. So a lot of justifications happen in the world. Maybe kid activity spreading you thin, maybe the vibe of school starting, maybe also construction making people drive a little crazy. All those things add up to affect your energy levels. So what I would love to know is, how do you all typically deal with a decreased level of energy? So maybe it's just a couple days, or maybe it's been happening for months or even years. But how do you deal with those days when you don't have a lot of energy? Anybody out there have anything they typically do? Okay, somebody tries to sleep a little bit more. That's good. Somebody tries to do a little bit of self-care. That's a great answer as well. Well, a lot of times we see people really trying to make strides in energy once they really acknowledge that they do have a problem. So I want to tell you a little bit about Lisa. Lisa is a patient of ours and allowed me to talk about her a little bit today. She came in actually complaining of fatigue. She's 51 years old. She has four kids. She does homeschooling and just really active in her church and community, just a really serving kind of person, really optimistic in everything she does. She certainly is the least likely person you would ever think to complain about anything. She just goes with the flow, hides in the well. But she was really starting to have some issues with fatigue. Like, it was affecting her ability to get out of bed in the morning. She was finding that she would try to give the kids something to do first thing in the morning so she didn't have to engage right away in like their homeschooling activities. So just a lot of areas where she was starting to have some problems. She thought for sure it was her thyroid. She said her mom has thyroid problems. Her sister thinks she has thyroid problems. So I know it's probably my thyroid. I just really need to figure out somebody who will figure out what's my problem, because my doctor did blood work and he said I'm fine. So that's how she ended up presenting to us when she came in that day. That's not atypical at all. That's honestly probably one of the more common presentations we have to our office. She was taking a lot of supplements. She started off with a multivitamin, and then she had a friend who told her, hey, if you take B vitamins, that's what gives you energy. So she tried those. She's normally pretty healthy, but she had started to drink at least one can of soda every day for the caffeine. One of her kids came home and was like, Mom, you have to try this peach monster. It's great. And normally she would be like, that's horrible. Like, you're not going to drink that. She tried it. She really liked it. She finds herself like a couple times a week drinking these monster drinks. She was really trying to do everything she could because she felt miserable. And a lot of her decisions were a little out of character because she just needed to function. We talked to her a little bit about sleep and about her water intake. She had COVID in February. There are a couple things that are key in our minds. So sleep and hydration are two of the biggest. In fact, the number one cause of fatigue is dehydration. Now, you don't have to be parched to be dehydrated. If you're actually ever thirsty, you're dehydrated. We know that we need to drink at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day. If anybody remembers, in like fifth grade, you had to learn the citric acid cycle or the Krebs cycle, and it's how your body makes energy. Well, you need water. So if you don't have water in your basic system, you're not able to even generate ATP, which is the fuel for every cell. So dehydration. If you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. Number one cause of fatigue. So that's something you can have a lot of control over. The second thing, of course, is adequate sleep. We're becoming a less sleep-centered society than we ever have been. Bedtimes are later, morning earlier. There's not a downtime or rest in the middle of the day. So sleep is the second most common reason that we're fatigued. We can get down in the weeds and try to see if you have deficiencies of intracellular B12. We can see if your chromium is adequate and all these different nutrients that go into fueling how your body works. But if your sleep and your water intake are not adequate, we won't reach the levels of energy that you're probably looking for. So keep in mind, sleep and water. Those are two key things. What else could it be? It could be the thyroid. So when you get your thyroid checked, it's really important to make sure they check a TSH, free T3, free T4, free thyroxine index is great to have, and also antibody, because that can definitely affect if you have an autoimmune thyroid issue. So thyroid is a probability. Oh, it hits the gut in a crazy way, and it also affects the mitochondria, which are your power plants of every cell. So long COVID, stress and cortisol issues. Doesn't matter if you deal with it well. Stress causes problems with your body. After a long period of time, you won't be able to rebound like you think you can. Perimenopausal hormone changes. So here she is. She's 51 years old. She's still cycling, but they're getting a little weird. We know that hormones cause some crazy things to happen in our bodies. Certainly making sure that we have a good understanding of how we can help her is a big deal. Micronutrient deficiencies. If you're lacking nutrients that drive every cellular reaction, you're going to have a problem. So it's kind of like trying to drive a V8 engine car when you only have 4 cylinders firing. You have to have what it takes. So micronutrients are a big problem. So if you think about all those categories, that's what you need to be thinking about if you're fatigued. Firstly, sleep and water. And the third category we would look at are all those extras: long COVID, stress and cortisol, hormonal, micronutrients, and even thyroid. So here's what I would recommend you do. Get enough sleep. It may sound overrated, but it's essential for maintaining your energy levels through the day. Drink enough water. At least 8 ounces of water 8 times a day. A lot of people have the nice big jugs. Perfect. Fill it up frequently and drink really good water. Next is create or just kind of analyze your day and really try to see how many times a day do I feel this higher level of stress. Maybe make a little notch on a scrap piece of paper you're carrying around with you. Keep in mind how stress is affecting you. Keep in mind, how did I sleep last night? Did I sleep well? Did I sleep at least 6 hours? Now, 6 hours is the minimum, but we want to know at least 6. Ideally, most people are going to need 8. Follow those little flow sheets, even for 1 week, and you will get a very good idea how well you're getting your water in, how good your sleep is actually doing. If at the end of that week's time, you've made some adjustments and you don't see any change, then it's probably time you get checked out, because adjusting just the sleep and the water intake, you'll notice almost instantaneously. So within a day or two, you will feel very different. So see this through, experience the difference. And if you're not noticing differences, then make sure you just give somebody a call, give your primary care a call. Again, we're at Vitality. We're always a phone call away. We can do more in-depth management of your energy levels. So you can always call our office as well. You can book a discovery call, find out who we are, what we do, and we can design a program that is very specific to work with your needs. So hopefully that helps you with energy, what things to keep in mind. And I hope you all have a great day. If anybody has any questions, feel free to shoot them over in the chat. Okay, what kind of supplements would I recommend? That one's hard because we don't just like to shotgun it. Now, most of the people don't get enough nutrients from their food. So typically you want 6 to 9 vegetables a day. Not many people get that in. So a multivitamin is a really good one to take on a regular basis. If you're not eating a nice variety of foods, and if you're not eating a lot of fermented foods, then also a probiotic is also a really nice one to take. Beyond that, I would just be careful dabbling in what all you're taking. If you're a really educated person in medicine or in health, you could maybe find some areas where you can tweak. But beyond the probiotic and a multivitamin, we would really like to have some evidence of what we're targeting before you would supplement. What are B vitamins for? B vitamins usually come in a complex. There's typically B2, B6, B12. Those are the standards that you'll find in a B complex. Some people just want to go straight for B12 because they're used to hearing, B12 is for energy. There's a lot of vitamins. B6 is actually incredible for energy. It's also very important in brain function. B12, we think of brain, skin, neurologic system, or your nervous system, like how sensation works and how your muscles move. B vitamins are typically found in animal proteins. So as long as you're not a vegetarian and you're eating some meats and your digestive tract is working the way it should, your B vitamins should be adequate. That being said, we find B vitamins low all the time. That's probably for another discussion, but usually it's a stomach issue or a digestion issue. And if B vitamins are low, then we can absolutely discuss which to supplement and how to supplement. All right. Well, we will wrap it up for today. I hope this has been helpful. And I look forward to having you join us every Thursday at 1:30 when we hop on Facebook Live. Have a great day.